Hey friends, this is DaintyTank. Oh, sorry, I have a hurt finger and snapping. I didn't think about that one. It's okay. Hi, hello, welcome to the testimony of Trixie Glimmer Smith, which, fun fact, is actually like a sequel to Parsnip. If you haven't seen Parsnip, Parsnip was a surprise in the Itch.io bundle that I got. And you can poke the Totoro, which means up in the upper left-hand corner in the iCard. Poke the Totoro. And that's Parsnip. And I don't think it's needed for this game. You can, like, play it without having seen or played Parsnip. But Parsnip's delightful and the gameplay is short, so definitely just go and check it out. Apparently this is what makes Parsnip LGBT, so this is a gay game, which is fun. Welcome to gay games. Lesbians. Anyways, let's just get into this and play. Start. My name is Trixie Glimmer Smith. Right. It's 2 weeks till my coursework deadline. Time to start this report on Blue Hill County Cultural and Exports 1800 to 1900. That's very specific. I sat and stared at the brief for about 10 minutes. Okay, no more slacking. It's time to get to work. I noticed I just clicked onto a 2-hour video essay about memes on video.com. Before I had any more time to be distracted, there was a loud knock on my door. Also, I love, like, there's socks on the floor, there's computer, there's cuteness everywhere. Like, what in the world is this guy? I like that guy. Oh, in the upper left-hand corner. I jumped, knocking over my cereal. Milk and chocolate-covered sugared flakes spilt all over my generic student accommodation carpet. Oh, so you're a student at school. Someone outside yelled. Beep. Nikita! Trixie Glimmer Smith! Open up! We have something to discuss. I recognized the voice. It was Nikita. My course's top student. Nikita? Nikita. We didn't talk often, because she's kind of terrible. Horrible. I slammed the space bar. What? Oh, on here to stop the video. Got it. Slammed the space bar and quickly opened up the website about sheep. Wasn't really relevant to my work, but hoped it might look educational enough to make Nikita judge me slightly less. Nikita scared the crap out of me, and I didn't want to keep her waiting, so I ignored the puddle of chocolate milk seeping into my carpet and opened the door. Oh, hi! Nikita immediately marched straight into my room without asking, and I ended up backed onto my desk. Right there, Trixie. You have to do me a favor. Her eyes briefly glanced at the cereal puddle, but quickly locked onto me like lasers of a sniper rifle trained on my skull. I instinctively sat down and backed out of my chair and looked up at Nikita. Probably looked pretty subby. It would also be kind of hot if I wasn't a heckin' loser. Hi, oh, look, Trixie. Okay. If I hadn't bailed you out last term by doing your coursework for you, you'd be so dead. I mean, you'd be living in the bush and eating dirt because you don't want to go home to your family and admit it. You messed up your education by sleeping through an entire term. I mean, that's a little harsh. I'd also been playing video games, writing raunchy fanfiction, and growing breasts. Okay, I can see immediately where this is going, and I'm gonna love it. It'd be great to get some recognition for that, for once. I know it was. But listen, my point is, you owe me big time for literally saving your life. You didn't literally save my life. What the... Whatever. Look, I just want you to find me a play script. It's easy. Is that all? I mean, sure, I can do that. I guess you did help me a lot, right? Sorry, it's just... You were being really aggressive, so I assumed you were going to make me kill someone or something. Tabby, maybe. You hate her. Miss Knight is a try-hard, hacking person wasting everybody's time by running against me for student president, but I don't need her dead. I need to keep her around to make me look good. Tabby keeps psyker crystals in her bra to prevent lunar interference, which is pretty sure isn't even a word. It's pretty low standard to make you look good. Felt pretty bad saying that. Tabby was really nice, even if she was a little quirky and didn't really notice me. That said, interference definitely isn't a word. I mean, interference kind of is, right? I'm not very likable, so I need all the help I can get. Anyway, shut up. Your laptop is playing a video called Sheep Falling Over Compilation 6, while your coursework paper is titled, and I quote, Starred Soon. So you're going to help me, or am I going to have to never bail you out on one of your F-ups again? Glance at my laptop. EpicSheepFalls.com. Wasn't as educational as I thought. Fine. What do you want exactly? More specific than just a play script. Last night, I was walking back from the library when I noticed some paper fluttering about. Don't usually make a point of picking stuff up off the floor, but something drew me to it. I picked it up and realized it contained writing. I read it right there in the courtyard. When I finished reading, I stood in silence for some time. Why are you explaining that you stood in silence? Like, that's a little awkward. I read an excerpt from The King in Yellow. I don't know how to get there, but I'm certain if that page was there, then the rest must be nearby. What? Surviving copy of the infamous cursed play. Do you realize how important that is? I heard rumors of the King in Yellow, and of the ghastly writings within. The King in Yellow, is that? Oh dear, that's the abandoned house from Parsnip. If you haven't seen Parsnip, go. Oh my goodness. Yes. That means Squirrel Girl, we left Squirrel Girl in his basement. We didn't leave it. It's just, she got abducted by him. Ooh. I very much doubted Nikita had found a page laying about at a university. Copies were meant to be impossible to get a hold of, supposedly all lost, hidden, or burnt long ago. Wow, I always assumed that play was kind of a myth. Are you sure it was legit? Maybe you just found part of someone's fanfiction. Nikita slammed her fist into the desk with a bang. I know it's real. Sorry. It's okay, you're probably right. Only a real loser would write fanfiction about the King in Yellow. The completed play would be an immeasurable importance to my studies. I could write my entire thesis analyzing how it has affected folklore both locally and worldwide. You could do that without the actual play itself, but the play would be definitely good. I need the full copy. Now, after the initial shock of finding it set in, I started sneezing. I concluded there must have been some kind of allergen on the paper. I happen to be allergic to exactly one thing in the world. Not being a... Shut the heck up. I'm allergic to daffodils. Daffodil Lane. It's a few miles from here. I happen to know that the lane has a lot of daffodils, thus the name. Hence, the name. Given their relative rarity elsewhere in the country, I believe the page may have originated there. I'd rather avoid going there myself. It's too important to get mildly uncomfortable. Besides, I'm busy brainstorming slogans for my student union presidency campaign. Right now I'm thinking knowledge through unity, unity through Nikita. Oh jeez. Oh my god. I was about to say Isn't that V for Vendetta reference there? It's some sort of dystopian world. Whatever. As a thank you for saving my life, you're kindly going to Daffodil Lane and finding the rest of that play for me. Good? Thanks. I still wasn't convinced there was anything to find, but I kind of wanted Nikita to leave my room before she noticed I had left some of my underwear on the floor. I mean, I haven't agreed yet, but fine, I'll go. Just stop being so rude to me. It's not a really good work relationship. Fantastic. Thank you for being so accommodating, Trixie. I'll let you get on with it. I have some books to read. Oh, Nikita brushed some dust off her shirt and left without saying goodbye. According to my laptop, it was still pretty early. I guess I should get going. I may as well get this over with so Nikita stops bothering me. I found some snacks. I knew I would need them on my quest, errand, whatever the heck this is. Meh, a 20-pack of cheese ropes. I love artificial flavorings. Found my phone under an old shirt. All that came in my cheese. Basically only take calls and receive messages after years of wear and tear. Jeez. My phone's light flickers unless you constantly shake it like a maraca. So I brought along a torch as well. You have a torch? A torch seemed like one of those things it would be good to have when you're looking for things. In retrospect, I should have made sure I had batteries in it before I left. I crammed everything into my bat bag. You have a bat? Oh, that's the backpack. Bat bag. Well, people accuse me of having a bat fetish because of all my bat products, but it's not true. I just like the bat cartoon Cyber Drake Coolias from space for a few years ago, and there's no official merchandise for it, and those bats were really cute. Oh, is that what this poster is? Like, isn't the poster merchandise? Anyway, I got distracted by my laptop for a while. Well, like 3 hours, but I got a lot of work done. On cheap. Kinda. Hey! 2-hour trek through the countryside during the worst heat wave in the century took its toll on me. That's rough. Oh, I can save. Cool. Saving. Click. Return. Okay. I've never been good with summer. I usually just hide inside, so I'd underestimated how hard it was going to be out in the sun. Fair? It was also about here I realized I never cleaned up that cereal on my floor. It's permanently stayed now. I did eventually reach Daffodil Lane, which, how did they know Daffodil Lane and it was a 2-hour walk? That's a long time. Took a little while. Took a little rest in the shade, got my bearings. Phew. I hope the weather gets worse soon. I could use some rain to cool me off. Took a look down the lane from my vantage point. 4 quaint little cottages dotted the road. Oh, and at the far end with the tree line of blue hills. Oh, I know exactly where we are. Oh, Daffodil Lane's where Parsnip is. Oh, I've been in the woods once before as part of my course. They were old and filled with interesting landmarks. Consider taking a walk in them. Once I sorted out the play stuff, it'd probably be cooler under the trees. Parsnip! Hi! A small, rather eccentric-looking rabbit had appeared behind me while I was distracted. Before I could say anything, he held out a weird yellow string. Since we're such great friends, I made you a friendship ring! A friendship string? It was about 6 inches of tattered yarn, seemingly dipped in yellow acrylic paint and sprinkled with what appeared to be sugar. It was faintly disturbing on the level I couldn't communicate, even after everything else that transpired in the following days. I added sugar so you could taste it if you get hungry. I hope you like it, best friend. He seemed proud of himself. Saving. Let's keep it. Confused, took the string out of the rabbit's paw and held it up for a closer look. It looked just as bad up close. I shivered, and something about the string and its strange creator felt deeply wrong. That's how I felt the entire time I played with Parsnip. At first it was like, oh, this is cute, and then I was like, oh, something is deeply wrong here. Whew. I shook my head slightly. I was being silly. The string was harmless. I tucked the string away in my bag. Thanks? So, who? Hi, I'm Parsnip, and that's my cottage. He jabbed a paw at the nearest cottage, the one that was well-kept daffodil patch in front of it. A small sign with my cottage written on it stood on the path next to it, clearly marking the cottage as somebody's cottage. My cottage. Dang. Oh, hi Parsnip, my name's Trixie. I'm looking for a book that might be around here. Have you heard of The King in Yellow? Wow, I love yellow. Oh wow, it's my favorite color. Oh, I love this. Okay, well, that's good that you like yellow. The book, though, do you know it? I don't read books. They're so boring. I'm Parsnip, and I'm a fun bun. That face. Wanna come play with me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Said no. Said definitely not. Tried to distract him. This was getting too weird. I want out. Wow, look at that. Pointed into the distance. Parsnip just stared at me. I'd much rather look at you, new friend. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I can't come play with you right now, because, like, I have to find the book for my friend, remember? Wow, that sounds really exciting. You're like a detective. Oh, I mean, it's more an indebted servitude thing, like... Oh, God. This is quick. Wow, cool, that's amazing. Before I could begin to formulate a response to Parsnip, the sound of a cuckoo clock blared from inside his house. It was loud, even a good 50 feet away. Oh, it's time for my trumpet practice. I'll talk to you later, new friend. He merrily skipped off to his cottage. Okay. Okay, bye. I crossed Parsnip off my list of potential owners of a forbidden play. He didn't seem like someone who would own anything that required reading. Started to walk down the lane, past the out-of-tune trumpet blasting through Parsnip's cottage. Not convinced he even had the trumpet the right way around. Hey! It's Rosie! Roslyn. Roxy? Well, anyway. Figured I'd try the next cottage. Didn't look as well kept as Parsnip's, but I did see some art easels set up in the garden, which piqued my interest. An artsy person might have a copy of an evil play, just to make a statement. Cool, an artist, I can relate to them. I drew a picture once. I approached the cottage and caught sight of a rabbit lounging in the deck chair, smoking and drinking wine classily. She was tall, stylish, and pretty. I was pretty hyped to meet what I assumed might be a famous artist. Either she didn't see me or chose to ignore me. I noticed her cigarette wasn't even lit. What? Really? Hey, hi. Waved nervously. I wasn't even used to talking to professional artists who were probably rich. She tilted her sunglasses down slightly to take a look at me before pushing them back up. You are not looking good there, hon. LeRose. Hello. Huh. Oh, I trailed off. My head felt light from the heat. Swayed side to side, starting to regret not bringing a drink. Sorry, I don't have any water with me, so I'm a little out of it. Anyway, I just walked down from university, and I'm like... Wait, you walked all the way here from the university? Without any water? In this heat? I remember letting out quiet yes and collapsing, but not much else, until I woke up a few minutes later. Oh dear. The rabbit's face was looking down at me from her deck chair. She looked mildly concerned, but apparently not enough to move me from being face down in the dirt. You fainted. Are you okay? I think so. Could I maybe have some water? I brought some out for you already. She motioned towards the glass of wine on the ground beside me. That's wine. The rabbit went wide-eyed under her glasses. Oh, so it is. How did that get there? She picked up the wine and shuffled shamefully into her cottage, returning a few moments later with some tap water. Thanks? I downed the water and felt a little better. It was pretty stupid of me to not bring any with me. I realized I hadn't introduced myself and thought I'd better do it before it became too awkward. Hi. Hello. I didn't do a great job of it. I'm Trixie. LeRose. There was a frosty silence. So, sorry to bother you. It's just, I'm doing someone a favor. They think there's a copy of some old playbook around here. The King in Yellow? I can't say I've heard of it. Are you sure your friend didn't say Daffodil Library, you know? The one in town? Briefly worried she had. No, I'm pretty sure she said Daffodil Lane. I don't know where it could be, though. I asked, Parsnip next door? LeRose seemed to grimace at the mention of Parsnip. You spoke to Parsnip. Are you sure? You look like you still have the will to live. I didn't, but that was unrelated. I mean, yeah, a bit. Is he that bad? I mean, he's a little excitable, for sure, but LeRose's blood pressure looked like it was raising rapidly. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to ask about Parsnip. I'm gonna get back to the topic. I said it was best to change the subject. Anyway, sorry, the book. You haven't seen it? She shook her head. I don't get out much. If it's around here, I probably wouldn't see it. Don't even realize my neighbors were missing until the police came knocking. Oh jeez, the squirrels, yeah. Didn't it turn out that they went on a cruise to the Pacific Islands because they're rich and got bored? It was on the news for ages. No. I accidentally started the rumor that they just ran off to go on the cruise during the school term. Probably true, they were rich. Rich people do that stuff, right? I don't think she was expecting an answer. So you started the rumor? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, I was just brainstorming, okay? It's not my fault. The police just took that as a fact and ended the investigation immediately. Oh my god. Also, these paintings. One looks like a baseball bat with trees around it. And the other one looks like a rabbit with, like, some sort of faucet or... I don't know. I'm sure they're all fine. The police just dumped all the evidence they collected outside and left. ACAM, right? All cops are monsters? ACAM, all cops are messy. Point is, you could go poke around in the boxes if you want. They won't care. Maybe you'll find your book. Oh, yeah, maybe. Let's save. Ask a little bit more about the area. Is there anything anywhere else around here an old playbook might be hiding? There's the woods. They're pretty big. There's bound to be at least one book in there. She faked a big blow of smoke from her cigarette. Though I'd avoid them if I were you. They're dark, nasty. No one lives there anyway. Well, I mean, there's a beehive, but there's a bunch of authoritarian jerks who don't really count. Tried to go Bane out there once, and they got pissy with me. A swarm of fake socialist mini-dictators. They're not a whole lot of the road either, because sheep field and some magpie. Oh, the magnificent magpie. No, this place is kind of boring. That's why I moved here, to get some space. It didn't work. Cyberbat Wildstar always used to say space is where you can make it. Right. Doesn't that actually mean, no, not really. It's from some cartoon. So wait, where did you used to live before you moved out here? I mean, town, and teach there. Oh, you're one of the art history lecturers at the uni? Do you teach the Blue Hill art history class in second year regional history and cultural studies? I do that course. I'm sure I might have seen you around. I teach preschoolers how to use glitter pens. Ooh. Oops, anger seemed to burn under her surface. Worried her wine bottle might shatter in her vice-like grip. They don't appreciate my art. I decided to run away before I said anything else stupid. Well, anyway, sorry to bother you. I'll go take a look at the evidence boxes. Have fun. She went straight back to staring off into the distance. I let her get on with it and headed off to the neighboring cottage. Oh, the squirrels. Cool. Poor squirrels. Sheesh. Okay. LeRose was right. The police had left their investigation unfinished, ditched the evidence into a couple of boxes. Fortunately, the summer had been a dry one and everything seemed to be in good condition. I peered through one of the cottage windows. It was definitely deserted. Probably a pretty nice place where when it was looked after. I could see the occasional bit of half-eaten food laying around on the floor, making a mess of otherwise cozy middle-class countryside retreat. I started sorting through the box labeled Kitchen 1. Most of it seemed to be old bits of snacking, packaging, and half-eaten food. Gross. Fortunately, most of it was so artificial it wasn't even capable of molding. Interestingly, a DVD copy of Jenny Jason's Archery Training Time for the Game Machine 100 also had a large bite taken out of it, and the toaster seemed to have lick marks on the grill. Squirrel Girl was hungry, I'm guessing. The entire box of sugar acorns seemed to be emptied into a box, coating them with everything with a layer of nutritionless dust. Someone had been very hungry. Next box, Kitchen 2. Only a couple of gas canisters inside. Guess they were for the cottage's stove. I don't think Daffodil Lane has much in the way of actual infrastructure. The last box, labeled Kids Room, contained the only real interesting stuff. My eyes went straight towards a small games console and a selection of video games. It's by one of my favorites, Gun Attack 2. Oh hey, the kid is one of those who always screams abuse at me when I try to play that online. Actually, I probably shouldn't refer to anything to a missing kid as a little heck. Feels a little wrong. There were more sweet wrappers, though the kid was clearly diversified their diet by eating crisps on special occasions. This kid doesn't seem the type to collect old play scripts. I doubt it would be in here. In fact, I don't think there's a single word in the box that isn't a brand name. As I said this, I realized I was wrong. There are some very obvious words in the box, and I don't know how I missed them before. On a small paper booklet, scrawled and faded, felt tip writing read, "There is a monster near the woods." Ooh. Underneath was cruel scribble, vaguely resembling a crouching figure with a wholly thick body and 4 eyes, some kind of imaginary creature. Or maybe a wool suitor, I thought. Oh heck, that's ominous. The handwriting was childlike and shaky. Couldn't be more than a month old. It's probably written as part of some silly game, I thought, but it didn't stop me from filling with dread. What was the monster? I realized the message was written on the front of a small scrap paper booklet. Looked like it had been written and illustrated by the kid. Oh! Okay, here we go. Squirrel Warrior Princess Adventure. Squirrel Warrior Princess was on an adventure to save the Squirrel Princess Dragon. She went through the hills, and there was a monster shaped like a woolly person. Squirrel warrior princess shot him with a bow and arrows and won. That is what you get if you are my enemy, said Squirrel warrior princess, said Squirrel. She drove her car, big car, fast, and reached Castle Grimskull. By the power of Grimskull? For the honor of Grimskull. I am here to save you, Princess Squirrel Dragon, said Squirrel Warrior Princess. She went through the castle and used her gun to shoot the bad enemies, and she went up to the castle. No one can defeat me. I am the best warrior, I said. Skeleton popped. Skeleton pooped out, but Squirrel Warrior Princess punched it, and it fell down, and I cried, and I laughed at it. That was really brave. Thank you for saving me, said Squirrel Warrior Dragon. She flapper her dragon wings. She had dragon wings, can breathe fire, but she's a squirrel. They played video games together, and one sniggle player on a medallion of hunger the end. Inspiring. I decided it was best to leave, but before I left, much more incriminating DNA and everything. You've already gone through all of the boxes, like, pretty sure I wasn't going to find the play in amongst that drunk, and I wasn't breaking into what was technically still a crime scene on Nikita's behalf, so I headed down the lane to the last cottage. I strolled past the sheep field. Silly creatures were absent-mindedly chewing on the grass, as sheep are apt to do. Looked like a refreshingly simple life. The field was overshadowed by a large tree. There seemed to be a few shiny things of jewelry trapped up high in the branches. Maybe one of LeRose's art pieces? A ragged nest was perched high near the top. It looked deserted. It's probably where that bird LeRose had mentioned lived. There's no bush over here. The cottage at the end of Daffodil Lane was a bleak building. The windows and door were all boarded up. The interior was dark and everything, and the entire building had an uneasy aura about it. Compared to its scenic surroundings, this place was a septic sore. I remembered the child's creepy message. If there was anywhere near the woods a monster would live, it was here. I was also relieved to realize I had no way of getting the boarded up door open. Oh no, there's no way I can get into this cottage. I am so weak and brittle. Felt a little cowardly, so went on my way to half-heartedly tug at one of the planks. Fortunately, I'd never been strong, and estrogen has further reduced my ability to pull planks off of things. Well, that was conclusive. I can't get these off with my weak little arms. Almost used this excuse to get out of doing Nikita's busy work. But without her help, I knew I'd fail my coursework. I wasn't going to go home a failure. I will forever regret not taking the excuse. Ooh, that was ominous. I should get a crowbar or something. I think that's how people get planks off of things like this, games and stuff. I'll head to town. Pretty sure I can find some boring old person shop that sells tools there. Dust off my hands and started my hike back to town, somewhat regretting never learning to ride a bike. The monster near the woods would have to wait. Oh. It was a long walk back to town. Still, the exercise was probably good for me. I hadn't spent much time in town since moving to the Blue Hills. It's too loud and busy for me. I was looking for a tool shop or something when I noticed a small shop called Heidi's. In the window was a big poster. All crowbars, half price. That was convenient for sure. Hey, shop seemed empty. Oh, but look, Space Bat property merch. Heck yeah. Hello? Is anyone here? Why is there feathers coming out of the stack machine? Nothing. There was a door behind the counter, slightly ajar. I guess it led to an office or something. Maybe the owner isn't there. I save is what I do. Peeked through the door, looked around the shop. Look around the shop. Guess I could just wait a while. Looked around the shop. Seemed to sell everything. Magazines, tools, sweets. The pricing on everything seemed to be almost random. I had no idea how Heidi was running a shop this way. Took a look at the vending machines in the corner. Didn't have a window, so I had no idea of what was in stock. Give it a tap. Oh my god, the magpie's in it. Squark! Ah! Before I could think too hard about what happened, I was cute. Cyber Draculias from Space Plushie, the only bit of official merchandise ever produced for the show. They'd only been taken off the market because they contained lead, but it looked like Heidi hadn't gotten the memo. Heidi? Oh, Heidi. Hey, don't break that. I dropped the plushie back onto its shelf. A hyena had stepped through the door in the background. Either her spots were dyed red or she was splattered in blood. I assumed this might have been Heidi. Sorry, aren't those, like, toxic though? Jeez, who are you, the PC police? Oh, that's Smile. She smirked. She was just trying to make a joke. Also, I think your vending machine yelled at me. Yep, it does that. Anyway. Welcome to Heidi's. How may I help you? That only looked and sounded extremely forced. I saw the poster for crowbars. Could I get one? It was an exceptionally fake laugh. I was a little worried. I was being mocked. Sorry, kid. I sold out a few hours ago. Unluckily, I'd overstocked. Typed a few extra zeros into the supplier site. Ended up with 2,000 of the things. I had to start selling them off dirt cheap. Supplier just bought them all back. Guess they want to resell them. Still, I made a good profit on it. Those suckers. She paused for a moment, doubt flashing across her face. She started counting on her fingers. Her grin quickly turned to a frown. She recounted, then recounted again. Those fuckers. I made a 4,000 pound euro loss. Jeez. Mr. Crowbar is frickin' dead. She seemed to remember I was there. Anyway, you want a crowbar? What? Right? What for? You don't look like the DIY type. No offense. It was a little offensive. Although it may have been very true. I need to break open the door. I realized that probably sounded pretty suspicious, so I tried to defuse the situation. I'm not a burglar. It's my door. Strange mixture of resignation and confusion appeared on her face. You accidentally boarded up your own door. Save. Oh, I love this. Blame drunken student antics or admit I was breaking into an abandoned cottage. Tell them, okay, I'm breaking into a house, but it's abandoned. It's urban exploration. Albeit, in this case, very rural. Oh, sweet. I don't give a heck about that. I just don't want to end up complicit in you breaking into someone's house and kicking them to death. I was relieved she was going to let me have the crowbar, but also slightly offended. Apparently I look like a very inefficient murderer. That's a good point. Kicking you to death. Heidi dashed through the door behind the counter and quickly reappeared with a crowbar. This is one of my personal crowbars, and I need my others, so if you somehow break it, don't come begging for a replacement. I don't often offer warranties. That's 15. Read through my pockets and realized I'd forgotten my wallet. All I had was about 3 in coins and D-Man trading card. Just a little old, since I didn't collect those. I kind of forgot my money. You forgot you needed money to pay for things at shops? Yeah, I guess. Do you accept trading cards? She didn't look amused. She drummed her fingers on the counter for a moment. Okay, whatever. What if you owe me a favor? I hope this wasn't going to be a weird sex thing. It's not a weird sex thing. Don't make that face. Pervert. Suddenly resented my natural pervy face. All those hours of fan fiction. How late have you been staying up lately with that one? I wasn't thinking of that. But you totally were. What was it you did what? What is it you did want? Words. I can words. Nothing crazy. Just help me sort some extra stock. Usually I have to do it myself, but 2 hands are better than 1, right? Side note, I love the music for Heidi. This is awesome. I'm so happy that they have like music in this game, because it's definitely like gets you more into the mood, and it's like for the character, which is really cool. Of course, you'll have to sign an NDA. Or not. What do I care? I have a taser. It didn't sound very exciting, but I need the crowbar, so I didn't have much choice. Okay, as long as it's just something small and legal. Ha 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 ha. Another unconvincing laugh. I think it was supposed to sound finally. Yeah, it's fine. It's small. It's legal. Did you just try to fake a reassuring laugh? Heck off if it was real. Give me your number, so I can get a hold of you. Gave her my number, hoping it wasn't going to end up crossing any borders with the 5 kilos of counterfeit electronics hidden in my closet, in my clothes, because I knew I'd be too awkward to say no to that. 5 kilos? Great, I'll give you a call when I need you. I prefer it to texting. Easier to shout. And don't try to get away for free. I have a taser. Ha 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 ha! She put her hand out for a handshake. I guess she wanted to seal the deal. I limply shook it with my puny little arm. Ah, sure, thanks for the crowbar. I guess I'll see you soon. I left shop armed with the crowbar, reflecting on how I seem to operate entirely on a favor-based system these days. Oh well, it was cheap. I was pretty hungry. Oh, sorry about how gross that sounded. Ugh. I was pretty hungry. I walked through town. My eyes were drawn to a small shop called Gregory's Bakery. The shop had a charmingly decorated exterior, albeit a little cutesy for my taste. I gazed at the food on display in the window. I'm pretty sure I drooled on myself. It looked really good. Really needed some sugar. Well, you have a string with sugar on it. Oh god. Gregg, you are adorable. Oh, I love this art style. Like, the hearts and like the way they do the eyes. It's just so like rubber cartoon style almost. Hi, welcome to Gregg's Bakery. I'm Gregg, and this is my bakery. Gregg has sharp fangs like a bat, which is nice, though obviously that isn't important. Oh, hey. I'm here to eat cakes? You sell cakes? Don't know why I asked that. I knew they sold cakes. It's just been drooling over their display. Oh, sure we do. I make them all fresh every day. Did any catch your eye? If you decide you don't want a cake, I have plenty of other pastries and treats for you. A nice bun, pizza slice, a donut, vegetable rolls, a bag of sprinkles. Choice is yours. They seem nice, albeit slightly hyperactive. I kind of suck at buying food, especially when there's so much choice, so I'm glad to hear the door loudly open behind me and distract Gregg. Hi, Belle. The usual. Hey! You betcha, hon. How's work going? Great, thanks. It's been an exciting day so far. But now, I have 2 customers at once. Exciting, huh? What was it you wanted to get you? They were looking at me. I still hadn't decided what I wanted. Can you get, I've been cut from another milk delivery route, Gregg. Could you believe it? What? No way? Another one. How come? The distraction gave me a chance to pick up something. My eyes scanned across the cakes, desperately trying to choose one. You don't have money. My old manager left a few weeks ago, and the new one is semi-competent. He noticed I was taking me the whole day to do the morning run, and that they were paying me to deliver to empty buildings. I was like, no way, my contract says I have to, but he read my contract and it doesn't. The contract excuse had worked flawlessly for like 4 years, so I had no backup plan. So yeah, I'm delivering to North Acres since they refuse to let us deliver via drones like we do everywhere else now. I'm almost absolute. Good job. These NIMBYs are keeping me in job for a little bit. Oh no, North Acres? I've heard bad things about that place. They aren't too keen on outsiders. What a sucky situation. Ah, heck, have your food on me. They placed Belle's order on the table and canceled payment. 2 large coffees and 4 vegetable sausage rolls. A pretty impressive lunch. I was about to say, Belle knows how to rig the system. Oh, you're too kind, hun. I'll make it up to you. North Acres ain't so bad. I just ignore the locals and don't hang around. I think she might have noticed me staring at the cake slack-jawed. Yep, sorry for pushing in, hun. I'm not used to there being other people here. Pretty quiet most days. Oh no! I'm sorry I got distracted, but what was it you wanted? I remember turning to look at them wide-eyed in fear. I love how it's like asked for, said, not like, the way they've got that phrased is very unique. Let's go for a cake. I wanted to try one of the ice cakes with the cherry on top. They looked really nice. Cake? I jabbed a finger mildly at the random cupcake. 1 triple chocolate muffin, coming right up. Wasn't going to plan. They picked up the muffin with some tongs and slid it in the paper bag. Any other cakes, drinks, or savories? A cheese baked maybe? I'll get another muffin, please? Great choice. Belle was looking at me munching on one of her rolls. She seemed amused by my inability to buy cakes. I don't think I've seen you around town before. What's your name, hon? Oh, I'm Trixie Glimmer Smith. I only moved here a couple months back, and I don't get out much. Nice to meet you, Trixie. Name's Belle. She stepped forward with her arm outstretched, and I shook her hoof. It was really clunky and awkward since she didn't have fingers. Hope this ain't too presumptuous, but if you're looking to make some friends here, you're always welcome to come down to the Attic Mouse, the bar just around the corner. Yes! It's always nice to make some new pals, you know? Especially if you're new to the area. I sometimes go with Belle, but I've been a bit too busy with the bakery recently. Everyone there is super nice. Very gay too, so you can just be yourself. I guess we're lucky to live in the queerest town in the country. Heck yes. I mean, not officially sure, but heck yeah. You try and find someone here who isn't queer. They had a point. Everyone I met was pretty heckin' gay. Oh, thanks for the invite. I'm not too good with social stuff, though. That's fair. You're always welcome to come along though, hun. Just a thought. Be nice to let you know there's somewhere you can go if you need it, y'all. Realized it was getting late. I still had to walk back to the cottage. Crap. I gotta go. Sorry. Dropped some coins on the counter and ran out of the bakery. Hope I paid enough. You definitely didn't. Heard the pair say bye behind me. They both seemed kinda nice. I'll be a little scary. Whoa. Okay, it's getting late, so I'm going to pause here. Okay, save. And I am going to actually end it here. Thank you so much for joining me here. I read up on this, and it's going to be about like 3 hours-ish of gameplay, potentially. But already very gay. I'm enjoying it. Plus it's quirky, although a lot of cursing. More than I was expecting, but I guess the first one when you're playing as Parsnip, he's just so innocently excitable that you don't hear anybody curse, really. Anyways, with that, I'm going to leave this here. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Alright, bye!